Yo, what's up everyone? It's Mark here with M2M Detail. Get some race ramps. And the guys, in this video we're going to be installing SunTek reaction paint protection film to a Mazda 3. And we already did the hood, so now we're just going to be starting on the front fenders. So you guys can watch this. We do the front fenders first, then we do the headlights, and then we do the top of the front bumper, and then we do the main front bumper. But if you guys haven't been playing with PPF before, get some practice in. We're using hot wire for tack. We also got some tack solution from Eastman, which is SunTek or Lumar. They sell a tack solution. I really do like it. It works great. Probably just alcohol and water, but it does do a great job. And then the hot wire does help relax the film too and tack it down as well. And for slip solution, we are using baby shampoo, guys. And pretty much, guys, on fenders, you work that back area and then you pull to the headlight, and then you get all those fingers out, wrap your edges on the top right now, and then you're going to wrap your edges on the bottom into the fender well. These fenders are pretty straightforward, just pretty big like recess at the top area by the mirror, kind of by the windshield. That did, you got to put some tack in there and let that sit down before you start working everything out. Now let's start on the other side. As for prep, guys, we make sure we clay bar, compound, depending how bad the paint is and stuff. That determines what level of compounding we're going to do. Two-step, depends, it might just be a one-step. Make sure you guys do a really good clay bar. You want to make sure all the contaminants are out and the film isn't sticking on top of a contaminant. And then after that, we just wipe it all down with alcohol or like paint prep, and then we spray our baby solution, squeegee clean, and then we start our install. Make sure you get all the crack and crevices when you guys are cleaning. You don't want any debris falling out from like headlights or emblems. Make sure you clean them out really good. And then now we're going to be starting the headlights. So the headlights are pretty straightforward. I do start from the inside like that, and then I just stretch it to the back. It works pretty good on most headlights. Sometimes you can't do it that way. It all depends on the curve of the headlight. But on these headlights, worked totally fine. Everything came out great. And then we're using hot wire around the edges, guys. That's how we seal our edges. And then after our install, we'll go around with a heat gun and make sure all the edges are sealed down. So you see these headlights are pretty quick, guys. Just tack down, pull across, and work your film over. Now after that, we should be starting our front bumper. So that was the hot wire for tacking down the edges. Now let's get this front bumper. Oh, the top of the front bumper, my bad. So get that clean. That was with the paint prep. Now we're just gonna spray some slip solution, squeegee off, and now we do our slip solution again, and we're gonna throw our film on. Stuff like this with really big wrap edges around, you're gonna want to stretch it pretty good. Just due to being wrapped edges around that whole bottom, you need to have tension on the film to make it, not finger when you're trying to wrap those edges. So you can see I'm working the film slowly over, get that whole corner side down on the driver's side, and then we're gonna pull across, get those stuff lined up, all the corners and stuff, and then we'll pull it down a little bit, and then we'll be able to get that all wrapped under, looking good. So we're using some hot wire right there, guys, to get all this tacked down, working these curves little by little. So we'll work the front facing of the curve, and then we'll sandwich it all the way back to make it do a full wrap under. And if you guys are new to wrapping edges, just take your time. Make sure you don't leave a bunch of air. Just work it slow. Now we're starting the front bumper. I already prepped it. We want to throw the film on. So these sensors aren't cut out yet. So we will throw some tack solution in there right before we squeegee that area down. So you see I lift it up, put tack in there, squeegee around that sensor, and then we'll cut that sensor out after the install. We are doing wrap edges around the bottom there. Make sure you guys are spraying a bunch of slip solution. You don't want to be squeegeeing out air. And yep, now we got our hot wire, wrapping those edges, make sure everything sits down, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I appreciate you watching. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. As always, thank you. Mark out.